Good morning, I'm Hank Gross, Mid-Hudson It's Tuesday, March 21st. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. The 5 victims in early Sunday morning's crash claim the lives of 5 young people ranging in ages from 8 to 17. All Derby, Connecticut residents believed to have moved from New York City recently. Westchester County Executive George Latimer identified the victims as the driver, 16-year-old Malik Smith, 17-year-old Anthony Billups Jr., 12-year-old Zanina Cross, 11-year-old Shoel Cross, and 8-year-old Andrew Billups. A 6th person in the car, 9-year-old Abraham Billups, was in the rear of the 2021 Nissan Rogue and was able to escape through the back of the vehicle. Smith, who was driving the vehicle, did not have a New York or Connecticut driver's license or permit, Latimer said, noting that indications are that he was not speeding but did not follow the curve in the road.
The evidence on the scene indicates, but subject to final investigation assessment, is that the operator was either distracted or fell asleep. The Hutchinson River Parkway in that downhill grade and with that bend to the left in the area of the accident is not an area of the Hutchinson River Parkway that has frequent accidents, but it does require a driver to stay alert and be able to move with the changes in the roadway.
Westchester Public Safety Commissioner Terrence Rayner said the accident is not of a criminal nature at this time. The controversy over the lies spewed by Congressman George Santos about his life history has prompted the Westchester County Board of Legislators to unanimously approve its Truth Disclosure for Candidates bill. The measure, approved 15-0 on Monday night, would require candidates for a county legislature and county executive to complete a disclosure form that provides biographical information, including a candidate's educational, military, and employment histories. The form would also require the candidate to certify that the information contained in the document is true and correct to the best of their knowledge. The Beacon City Council Monday night passed environmentally friendly legislation, which will require all-electric construction. City Councilman George Mansfield says it's the right thing to do.
There'll be no more gas hookups, no more oil, heat. It'll be all electric. And then ultimately we hope that all electric will be generated by sustainable ways.
Beacon becomes the 3rd city in the state to pass bans on new building construction using fossil fuels as part of the design.
He's here! The Easter Bunny is visiting the Galleria at Crystal Run every day, now until Easter. And he's not camera shy. Get your picture taken with Mr. Peter Cottontail. Children, families, even pets are welcome. And now you can make an appointment ahead of time at whereisbunny.com. Reservations are strongly encouraged. Go to GalleriaCrystalRun.com for all the details.
Roy Johnson Jr., the 36-year-old parolee accused of shooting a Marist dad to death inside the courtyard by Marriott Hotel in the town of Poughkeepsie on October 2nd of last year, says he is not the shooter that killed 56-year-old Paul Kutz. The prosecution and defense are scheduled for a conference about the case this week. Johnson's alleged accomplice in the courtyard shooting, Devin Taylor, pled guilty to weapons charges in the case earlier this month. He also pled guilty to an unrelated 2022 murder of Darren Villani. A woman only identified as Ms. Q, an immigration activist, New York resident, and asylum seeker targeted for deportation by ICE, has been ordered released from the Orange County Jail on $10,000 bond, according to Critical Resistance, a California-based group. The organization says her release comes at the end of a long fight that included a lawsuit and several actions to obtain a stay order, and then 3 additional months of continued actions from supporters to ensure her release from ICE custody at the Orange County Jail. Play Airlines is the sole international carrier at New York Stewart International Airport flying to Europe via Iceland. That could change in the not-too-distant future. Orange County Tourism Director Amanda Dana revealed on Monday that another carrier has its sights on the Newburgh area airport.
There is one airline that is looking to us, an international airline from the Caribbean, direct flights, and hopefully that'll be something we talk more about next time I meet with you.
Dana did express displeasure with international airlines that apply for service to Stewart and, when granted it by the U.S. government, switch destinations. Mayor Mark Nelson of Poughkeepsie announced a change in personnel in his administration this Monday. Development Director Natalie Quinn left her post with the city on Friday, and Joe Donat has been brought in to serve as Interim Development Director. Nelson says the change will help move projects forward in the city. Donat previously served as Chief of Staff for former Congressman Sean Patrick Maloney, and after that became the 55th Newburgh City Manager, where he served until the spring of 2021. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.